Hello there, guys, and welcome to this first impression stream of the Pilatus PC-6, which was recently released. Actually, it was released today by Thranda. Much to my surprise, that I've done a video recently of the Thranda Quest Kodiak, and I got a notification in my inbox that we have a brand new release from Thranda today. So welcome to this first impression stream. This is the first time that I do a first impression stream here on the channel. This is, ladies and gentlemen, the brand new aircraft by Thranda, and I thought it would be good to kind of just really show you guys around and give you my first impressions. Now, I've done enough reading through the manual to be able to start this aircraft and show you some of its features. And let me tell you, this is a very nicely modeled aircraft in terms of the 3D modeling and the texture work, all the details, both inside and out. And as you can see here, the exterior modeling is something I really like a lot. Again, with Thranda, you expect no less. They are very well known for creating very high fidelity 3D models. If you look here at the landing gear and the aircraft fuselage, the tail dragger right there, the propeller, the blades, everything is looking really, really good. And I can say the same exact thing about the interior. So if you look here at this interior, it looks pretty good. Very nicely modeled, high resolution textures all around, use of PBR, all looking very good, very nice passenger cabin. And not only that, but if we switch to the external view, it comes with the new Thranda control panel, where you can toggle the covers, the tie downs, and all the doors. And again, you can see the engine, and we can see all the seats here in the back. We can see the pilot and the first officer. And not only that, but it also comes with the dynamic livery creator. So you can actually either use the liveries that comes with the aircraft, but if you don't like them, then you can simply go to the dynamic livery creator and create your own livery, similar to what I've showed you guys in the Quest Kodiak review, version 2 review. So, and you can, by the way, also change the registration number of the aircraft, but for the purposes of our first impressions here, we're just going to leave it the way it is. By the way, we are currently situated at Lima 06 in Death Valley, California, a very scenic and picturesque location. If you like deserts and mountain scenes, a definite place to visit here in X-Plane. And of course, I have Orbex, Southern California. So, weight and balance, again, this is very standard, kind of on Thranda aircraft. You can use the mouse wheel to toggle the fuel and the passengers. The camera, again, the same thing, audio and slow mode. The panel is something I've seen for the very first time in X-Plane. This panel is actually completely configurable, and you can move the instruments where you like. If you can enable the 3D mode here, and you can actually start moving all the equipment where you want, all the instrument panel where you want. Not only that, but you can actually go here and select the preset. So you can select this preset or this one or whichever one that you create. So you've got multiple presets that you can create yourself. I haven't really played a lot with this, but I thought it was really, really cool to be able to change things around. So we're going to leave it here on preset 0. And we're going to go to miscellaneous. They've actually, you can use, to update this aircraft, you can use the Skunkcraft's updater. And it looks like there's already an update. And of course, they are, you can take a look at the Quest Kodiak. Obviously, they are advertising their other aircraft here, which is fine with me. Now, a quick note, I purchased this aircraft this morning, but much to my surprise, the developer actually provided me with a free copy as well. So I have two Pilatus PC-6 sitting in my Xplane.org account. So I thought it's important that I let you guys know. All right, so this is the control panel. This is the aircraft. Let's start this aircraft from its cold and dark state. Let's take it for a short flight here around Death Valley. There are some cool things I want to show you. So let's go ahead and hop into the pilot seat here. Really, really nice control panel. And everything has been modeled to look exactly like the real aircraft. And according to Thranda, they've had free access to a PC-6 operator. And so they've actually modeled this aircraft to perfection in terms of the flight model, and that's their account, of course. But I did a quick test flight, and I really like how this aircraft flies. So let's take a look here and see what we want to do. Let's see. So the first thing, we're going to turn on the battery. The battery is here. First one is for external power. Second is for battery. So the battery is now on. And the first thing we need to do is turn on the booster pump. Really nice F-mod sounds. And then we're going to do the starter. And let's see here. Good enough. Ignition. And now we can give it some fuel. The sounds on the aircraft are really, really good. Then I'm going to show you something. Oh, it's right there. Okay. All right, so we have a good start. We're going to turn off the starter and ignition. Prop control, full forward. Now you can see the engine really picking up. There we go. All right, we're going to turn on the generator. Okay, now the sounds of the aircraft are kind of very low, and the reason why, I have the headphones on. So if you click on this little button here, there you go. Now you have the aircraft sounds. So they were kind of low and quiet because I had the headphone turned on. All right, let's turn on the avionics. Master avionics are on, and we have all our equipment here turned on. Let's figure out our lights. Position lights, instrument, and cabin. And what else do we need? You know what? We're going to go ahead and turn on the landing lights. Strobes. All turned on. Okay. We're good to go. Booster pump, I don't think we need any more. All right, let's release the parking brake. Let's give it some power. Tell you, I really like this aircraft. All right. Let's set flaps for takeoff. If the sim is too loud, just let me know and I can put the headset back on. here we go. All right, here we go. We're good to go. Ooh, I made a mess of that. All right. And lift off. Let me set my trim here. Tell you, this aircraft is okay in my book. Feels really, really good. Very, very immersive. Let's give it some power here. And there are a few cool things I want to show you. There is a lot of realism that has been integrated into this aircraft. Here, let's take a look at the exterior. What do you guys think of that? It's pretty cool, huh? Alright, here's one thing I really want to show you guys. We're going to go here and we're going to open the door, okay? Now watch what happens as we dip the aircraft. We are at about 2,000. Alright, let's watch here. Come on, do it, do it. Didn't do it this time. All right, let me gain some altitude. What I do want to show you is that this door will actually close on its own as a result of the aircraft pitching down. Go back up here, let's gain some altitude. I don't want to burn the engines. All right, let's try this again. Nose down. It does not want to do it for some reason. Well, I got it to do it earlier, but not sure what I'm doing wrong now. All right, let's bring this back here. And let's see, miscellaneous, now general. We're just gonna close the door. Oh God, it's much quieter now. Those engines are really loud. All right, we can actually click here, and That's much quieter now, and maybe you can hear me better too. So really, I really like this aircraft a lot. If you want to close the door, put your propeller in beta range. Yeah, that's probably what I was missing. But I'm not going to attempt that again. Yeah, absolutely wonderful aircraft to fly. All right, let's try one thing here. I know it's very difficult to stall this aircraft, but I'm gonna nevertheless try to do that. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, look at that. All right, nose down, give it a little bit of power. That is actually pretty cool. I think that's very well done. All right, let's make a turn here. Alright, should we attempt to land this aircraft again? That's the runway there. Let's do that. Alright, we have a better look here at our speed. Now, I'm going to tell you guys, I'm not at all proficient in landing this aircraft. Does anyone know what's the approach speed? Maybe you have to set the prop to beta mode. Yeah, that's what I thought. I think someone already told me that. Yeah. So that's beta mode, right? It's a, yeah, okay. Alrighty. Alright, let's attempt to land this aircraft. I'm not at all good at landing. Do you guys know what the speed is? 70 knots. Okay. Alright, so that's about 70 right there. And flaps. I tell you guys, this aircraft is immense fun to fly. It does not handle like any other aircraft. It's very, very unique. The characteristics of the flight model are very unique. So if you are in for an aircraft that will, you know, for an aircraft that's going to be a lot of fun, this is probably one aircraft that will definitely bring a lot of fun to X-Plane. And, you know, if you're fed up with big airliners, you know, and you like those smaller aircraft, this is definitely a wonderful aircraft to have. Those are my first impressions. And I definitely give this aircraft the Q8Pilot seal of approval. Immense fun. Let's see here if I can land without making a complete mess out of it, because I did my first few landings. I've done a couple and they were pretty bad. So let's see here. Whoa! That's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I thought I was going to do. I lost my chat there. Yeah, I'm not very good with those aircrafts, I have to say. I always have trouble landing them. The only one that I was successful landing was the DC3, DC2, I think, by V-Sky Labs is the only aircraft I was able to properly land. But nonetheless, you know, that it really adds to the challenge, if you ask me. All right, let's see, where is our turn here? There we go, right here. Well, I tell you guys, I really enjoyed doing this short first impressions video. All right, let's bring it here to a halt. Let's set the brake. By the way, you can lock the tail wheels right here. There's a lot of hidden spots in this aircraft, so here you can lock it. And what else here? Let's see here. You can click here to kill the mixture. And now we can turn off the battery and generator and all our lights. And there you have it. Beautiful aircraft. Really lots and lots of fun to fly. And I highly recommend it. If you like, you know, those kind of aircraft, I think this one is one that you must have in your hangar. Incredibly challenging to land, not so challenging to take off if you're used to those kind of aircraft. I do recommend that you read the manual because there are just way too many things for me to actually cover in a first impressions live stream. But Q8, is this a payware piece? Yes, indeed, it is a payware piece for sure. But the price is actually, for what the aircraft does, in my view, is a very fair price. I can't recall the price now, but it's 30 something, $32, $34, something like that, which I think is a fair price for all the details that have been integrated into this aircraft by Thranda. The modeling is absolutely spot on. I've looked at some footage of the aircraft and just really very well done in terms of the modeling and the texture work, both inside and out. And in fact, if we go here and we can select the panel. And we can select, see, this is panel 1, so you can actually switch the panels dynamically. There you go, that's another panel here. I kind of like that. I like the black. Here's another one with different equipment. And of course, if you have the GTN Garmin device, it's fully supported in this specific panel. This is panel 4, similar to the first panel, but with the Garmin device. This is panel 5, and yeah, so there you go. And you can actually switch the, so if you'd like this panel, but you want like different GPS devices, you can do that. You can turn them on or off as you wish. You can change you know, if we click here, for example, you can hide this specific instrument from your panel if that's what you choose to do. Really lots and lots of details, and what Thranda has done, I think, in this aircraft is they've given you granular control over how you want to customize this aircraft in terms of the panels, in terms of the look and feel of the aircraft, the livery. Let's actually let's go outside and let's create a livery here together. we can go here. So I've selected dynamic livery, and the nice thing is you can change the RGB colors with the mouse wheel. So this is the roof of the aircraft, and you can see a visual representation. Oh, I'm not sure what happened here, but I've kind of lost my mouse, I think. I hope my sim doesn't crash. Oh, there we go. I think I've applied something. That's what happened. Okay. All right. So let's try this again. So we can change the color here. This is the roof of the aircraft. There we go. So as you can see, we are changing now to some purple color, and we can change this as well. Here, let's make it orange, say. And then we go here and we can again change the colors to our liking. Let's see here. Yeah, something like that. And I think you get the idea of how to actually change the colors of the aircraft. We're going to come here to the registration number, and we're going to say November 2574 Victor Bravo. Why not? Actually, we can reduce the 25 Victor Bravo. All right, that's good. And we can add the logo, and we can say apply. And now we just have to wait a little while until this is dynamically created for us. And voila, there you go. Now you have the aircraft created dynamically for you, which I think is really, really cool. Yeah. Of course, we selected the logo, so I think that's why the registration number was not. Let me remove this and this. And yeah, let me try to apply this again. Well, I'm not sure why the registration number is not coming, but you get the idea. Looks really good. Yeah, with any colors, with any setup you do, the aircraft looks absolutely gorgeous. And I think this color actually brings the texture work even further. And this is what the aircraft looks like again with, by the way, you have simplified and realistic modes. There is again the electrical tug where you can tow the aircraft. You can turn the reflections on and off. You can start it from cold and dark. You can add the GPU here, right there. Again, very nicely modeled. It looks pretty good. You can, by the way, one nice thing is you can add the extra fuel tanks here. And now you can actually manipulate the amount of fuel you have in those tanks as well. You can toggle all the exterior and interior lights as well here, if that's what you choose to do. The chocks, again, you can toggle them on and off. And the steering, you can also toggle it from realistic to simplified, I suppose. Yeah, simplified and realistic. So all in all, a very nice aircraft to fly in X-Plane 11, and quite challenging to land, quite challenging to handle altogether, to be honest. It's really not the typical aircraft that you get, so it is very different in a way. The way it handles is very different. Really highly recommended aircraft. If you like those kind of aircraft, this aircraft will definitely be a lot of fun. I'll take a few more questions, folks, and I'm going to call it a day. This was kind of an unscheduled stream, but I thought it would be a nice thing to give you guys my first impression on our aircraft that is just released. I believe it was released today, if I'm not mistaken. So I just really wanted to give you guys my first impressions. So I'll take any questions. You have to enable the registration by clicking on the text beside. Oh, let me try that. Let's go here. The registration number. Not sure. What am I not doing right? What might you fly next? Well, I was going to make it a surprise, but since you guys are asking, I was planning a flight in the UK aboard the Airfoils Lab King Air to do a full flight with that aircraft. I think it's been a while. Let's see. There we go. There we go. That's the registration number. How cool is that? And my favorite registration number, of course, is November 25 Victor Bravo. All right. Yeah, I think this feature is really nice. It kind of reminds me of the TBM 900 by Hotstart, where you can edit the panel, but I think it's done the way it's done here is kind of seamless. So you just do whatever you want here, and you just say apply, and voila, you're done. Yeah. Okay, well, folks, this is really pretty much it. And I hope that you've enjoyed this first impressions live stream of the Pilatus PC-6 by Thranda. A highly recommended aircraft, if you ask me. I really cannot give it a score now because this is just a first impressions video and I need to do a little more research. But I would definitely award this aircraft the Q8Pilot seal of approval. It's an aircraft that will bring immense fun to your flying experience in X-Plane. Until next time, please take care of yourselves and each other. Stay safe, and I will see you all very soon. Thanks for being here tonight. Good night now.